Young boxing talent in Nairobi's Kariobangi South Estate. Now, the 2017 Commonwealth Africa welterweight champion believes his is a noble venture to keep shield Kariobangi's young blood from behavioral decadence, drug and substance abuse, as well as early pregnancies. Our sports reporter Dennis Otieno joined the boxer in training and filed the following report.
Right.
Muhammad Ali, Evander Holyfield, Mike Tyson, Floyd Mayweather are among lots of other renowned boxing personalities, all having one thing in common: undoubted success in the sport. Shift down to local fighters and the list narrows down to a handful of successful Kenyan boxers. One of them, James Onyango. Struggle underlying most of his childhood days. Onyango cultivated his boxing career from Nairobi's Korogosho slums after drawing inspiration from a newspaper article he read of a boxer who represented the country in the Commonwealth Games.
I got inspired when I happened to read a newspaper. Then I saw a certain boy named as Moses Kinyua. He represented Kenya at the Commonwealth Games in 1999, and he inspired me. I thought to myself, if this boy lives here in Korogocho and has won himself a silver medal, then I had to achieve the same ambition. That was back in the year 1999.
Outrageously persistent, Onyango worked his way up the ranks of boxing personalities in Kenya, unfortunately never getting the call-up to represent the nation. He, however, progressed his professional career to becoming the Commonwealth Africa welterweight champion in 2017.
At hand, I have two belts. One I won in 2017 against a Ugandan citizen at the Commonwealth Africa welterweight title. It was a 12-round match, but I knocked him out in the 10th round at the Nyayo Stadium. Everything went as planned, I was well prepared, and the support from the fans was in plenty, and the victory made me happy and very proud.
Life in the limelight for Onyango was short-lived, the slump beginning in the year 2018 when he failed to attract sponsors, a situation that saw the once-upon-a-time superstar languish in poverty, settling in Kariobangi South Estate.
The problem is sponsorship. You can stay for about 2 years without getting a fight, and that becomes a problem. That stalls continuity. You lack a manager who sets your career in order. That is how the situation is. So sponsorship, that is what ails boxers.
So the truth of the matter is the state of sports in the country is not exactly where it should be. Now, despite the Ministry of Sports progressively making it better by the day, one sport that has been neglected for so long is boxing, a situation Onyango believes relevant stakeholders should try and change.
Onyango now tries to inspire others into boxing and trains interested residents of Kariobangi South, most of his students being young children whom he tries to nurture from their tender age.
I came to realize that there are so many kids and youth who aspire to be renowned in boxing, but since there are so many barriers to their dreams, such as drugs or girls, getting into early pregnancies, I thought it better to start an initiative that would instill discipline in them.
The passionate boxer has dedicated his unfinished open structure, which he could use to set up a business, and turned it into a gym, filling it up with improvised training equipment.
This gym is still low. We don't have enough equipment. We don't have the boxing kits. How many gloves? I had only two pairs of gloves only and one pad. That's what I've been using. And the weights we don't have them. We don't have enough. If I try to get any sponsor from anyone who's willing to chip in and provide the enough gloves that we need for the kids. I'll appreciate.
Bernard Benito Amenju, who is one of Onyango's trainees, calls for transparency by the sporting authorities in the country, saying corruption is killing the sport.
The biggest challenge we have as Kenya, as a country, we are not united. Whereby, for instance, if today I'm elected as the chairperson of the boxing committee, I'll be corrupt whereby I'll appoint my nephews, my nieces, my relatives, my cousins, and even my friends.
Kenyan-based Nigerian boxer Francis Azubike, who trains with Onyango, believes lots of Kenyan youth are very talented, but their ambitions are depleted to a state of hopelessness.
So a lot of youth here are very, very determined to move themselves forward from where they are to another level, but due to the environment and no sponsorship, no help, they will end up being a drug addict, maybe end up being a drunkard, or maybe end up engaging themselves to one crime to another.
Onyi's assistant trainer Edwin Bwanzo, on his part, decries the financial challenges they have met in running the initiative. He, however, insists the humanitarian effort shall not cease.
The initiative that Onyi is coming up with is quite notable, and if there is somebody out there who has the ability to sponsor such kind of activity here, it will be a good thing.
What remains to drive Onyango through the adversities he is facing is the ant mentality of hard work, with the hope that one day a top boxer will emanate from his project. Dennis Otieno, TV47 Sports.